recap of the Bears' 29-9 loss to the Arizona Cardinals Sunday late afternoon in Glendale, Arizona. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. They are the official truck partner of the Chicago Bears. And Felco, they are the Midwest home renewal experts. Go to the number 4, Feldco.com. Folks, what we watched there today was so embarrassing, so pathetic. And when you hear the numbers being compiled by head coach Matt Eberflus in his tenure with the Bears, it's embarrassing where this team is in year 3 of the Matt Eberflus era. I'll go over numbers in a moment as it relates to the head coach, but the Bears got steamrollered today. What we watched was so embarrassing and so dominant by an Arizona team that's not that good. They're okay. They're right. They're 5-4. They're a decent team. Kyler Murray's a decent player. James Conner ran it down the Bears' throat. And when they weren't handing it to him, guess what? Emari DeMercado was following his act with some great running of his own. The Bears were in the football game. 14-9, not looking great offensively, but they were hanging around. Late in the first half, Arizona is going to run the football and hope to pick up enough yards that they could try a very, very long field goal. And guess what? Our defensive coordinator, who happens to be our head coach, tells Evan Washburn after halftime, yeah, that's on me. I had us in a pass defense, and they broke a big run. Broke a big run? How about a 53-yard touchdown scamper that suddenly made it 21-9? You look like you got punched in the face, and the Bears never responded. Never responded. Look, was Caleb Williams good today? No, he was not. He also was sacked 6 times. He was under duress all day long. The offensive line is a train wreck. It's awful. But defensively, I want to stop hearing people, and I've probably been guilty of it myself. So my apologies. I thought we had a better defense than this, and I know Montez Sweat and Brisker and Gordon did not play, but to get trucked like that is a freaking train wreck. Train wreck. They look flatlined. They look like they're not playing for this coach. They look like there is no level of accountability. We got Tyreek Stevenson over there standing on the sidelines. He's not starting. Whoop-de-doo. Did it make a big effect today? It did not. Team stinks. Some of my notes that I'm looking at, every decision that they make going forward now at 4-4, haven't played an NFC North game yet. Still got to play the Seahawks. You got a tough schedule to finish this thing. You get the Patriots next week, and then everything ramps up from there. 2 with Detroit, 2 with Green Bay, 2 with Minnesota. Let me tell you something. This team is in a crisis. Major crisis. And every decision they make going forward, it's got to be about one thing. What do we have to do to develop our young quarterback, Caleb Williams? Because to this point, I see regression, not progression. And if I was his family, his group of advisors, all the stuff we heard last spring, Caleb's not sure about going to the Bears. He said that's not true. You're telling me you wouldn't have doubts about our franchise's ability to develop a quarterback after watching what we're seeing? It's an absolute embarrassment, and it falls at the feet, obviously, of the organization. But this head coach is so far in over his head, there is no chance that he's back here next year. None. And the problem is that if you're willing to fire him this year, then you should have fired him last year. And I know I had players tell me, hey, dude, we play for that dude. We like the guy. He's a smart man. Well, guess what? The results do not lie. Listen to these numbers. This is our 4 seasons. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electric, stat, story, whatever you want to call it, of the day, per our friend Adam Hogue. Prior to the second half, the last 2 halves of football that the Bears had played, that was the final half against Washington and the first half today against Arizona, the opponent received the ball at least 70 yards from the end zone with 26 seconds or less left on the clock. And the Bears allowed touchdowns on both drives. Did you hear that? 70 yards away, and they gave up touchdowns on both. But we got a good defense? My ass. Our Ankin Law question of the day, 312-6 million for the great Howard Ankin is, where you at? Is the season over? Because I'm damn close to saying it's over. I don't see how you turn this thing around. So again, post your thoughts right here on our channel, and the best response or two, I'll give you a gift card to Lou Malnati's. Go to LouMalnati's.com for a location near you. Matt Eberflus, how about this? 3-18 now on the road. He has never won a Sunday road game, and here's the three quarterbacks he's beaten to win a road game. Bailey Zappi, Sam Howell, Josh Dobbs. That is it. Trainwreck City? I think so. Our apt player of the game, go to abt.com. James Conner ran for 107, looked like a bulldozer all day long, running over our guys. That's right. It's exactly what happened. The code is Kaplan25, by the way, if you go to app.com. You want to buy something, $150 or more, whatever you get, they'll get you another $25 off their already low prices. Folks, if I owned the team, there'd be a coaching change tonight. I have to save my young quarterback. And the way this team looks right now, they, as I said earlier, have flatlined. They look awful, disinterested, getting trucked by the freaking Arizona Cardinals. Ridiculous. Dr. Pepper play of the game, I alluded to it earlier. 53-yard TD scamper by Amari DiMercato just before halftime. Took a 14-9 game, made it 21-9 with 4 seconds left. Ball game over. Chevy drive of the game was that drive. 4 plays, 70 yards, 22 seconds off of the clock. Look, they're outcoached. They are out-prepared, and you cannot tell me that that doesn't fall at the feet of the head football coach. Playoff chances, basically gone. You don't have a tiebreaker against Washington. You probably won't even be close anyway. And with the schedule coming up, no shot. They got destroyed. Oh, and by the way, one other question. Is Cole Kmet, you're not allowed to throw to him anymore? 0 targets. 0. You're paying that dude $14 million a year, and he's a damn good football player. 0 targets. That falls at the feet of Shane Waldron, who is a train wreck of an offensive coordinator. Bears get pummeled. Quick note for you. Bears ran the football for 70 total yards, while Arizona ran it for 213 yards. That is exactly why you've got to make a coaching change. This team is a train wreck. I'll see you Monday morning on the Cap and J Hood Show on ESPN 1000. It starts at 7. Take that.